FPS? Athene? I know I can own you in this game, Athene. I've been practicing FPS games.
Hi everyone, I'm here next to Rob Hill, senior producer of Defiance.
Yeah.
And we're going to be asking a few questions. What is Defiance? What kind of game?
Well, Defiance is a third-person shooter on a mass scale. So basically, it's a third-person shooter, pixel-perfect shooting, with thousands of other players in the same world. So you meet people, you go on missions with them, you group with them, you know, what you'd expect from an MMO, but with real third-person shooting.
So this is actually an RPS MMO.
Yeah, it's an MMO first-person shooter, basically.
FPS, sorry.
Oh, third-person shooter.
Yes.
That is.
But you have all the things that you have from MMO. You have a persistent world, so when you log out of the world's still going. You log back in, the world's changed based on what the players have done.
That is pretty amazing. What were the challenges to make an FPS MMO?
Well, nobody's done it before, so
that's why I'm asking.
We couldn't really point to something and go, that's how we're going to build a third-person shooter MMO. So it took a lot of ideas of, well, what happens when you build an experience for one player? What happens when 5 players show up? What happens when 10 players show up? What happens when 15 players show up? And really kind of figuring all that kind of stuff out.
Wait, is it level based?
Yes, we do have what we call a power rating, which is a level, but it's not what you expect from a typical MMO with a real steep curve. It's much more level so that players can play together all the time.
Also, like if I just started playing a game and someone that's a veteran, like I could, if I have some skill, I can take them out.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing, right? It's a skill-based game. It's a third-person shooter with pixel-perfect targeting. So yeah, if you're good, you're going to kill things.
I'll be really honest. I'm really happy that in the MMO scene there's some kind of new, other creative ways of making MMOs, because most of them really look like WoW clones,
right.
But this is actually something unique.
Completely different. It's an entirely skill-based game.
Is there, like, what about the itemization? Can you say something about the itemization? Is it going to be raiding? Is it, like, how is it going to be? Do you have to gear up your character?
Yeah, basically your itemization is you have weapons that you can get. And we have a ton of different, like thousands of different weapons. You can actually modify those weapons, which visually show up on the weapon itself. Put on a new scope, put on a new stock, a new barrel. We also have shields and grenades that you can also really kind of upgrade.
So wait, you're saying so it's a persistent world? There can be thousands of people in this one area, and you could just go out and hunt them if you want.
Exactly. I mean, you can hunt them or you can play with them. So you could be going against our AI and be doing your mission, and somebody else comes in, and then somebody else comes in. And you're like, oh, I want to group with that guy. I want to group with that guy. Hey, I want him on my friends list. Hey, I want him in my clan. And yeah, it's totally persistent that way and totally social.
I mean, look, when is it coming out?
April 2013, and it's coming out on PC, Xbox 360, and PS3 day and date.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you very much.